Hello everyone, this is Thomas, and today I'm going to be going over the question, what is freedom? And the Bill of Rights. So freedom is a pretty loaded word, and a loaded word just means that its use can have strong emotional implications and can evoke positive or negative reactions beyond its literal meaning. Freedom itself can mean a couple different things, most commonly used to mean the power or right to act, speak, or think as one wants without hindrance or restraint. It can also be used as in the absence of foreign domination, so like when the US gained its freedom from the British during the Revolution. It can also be used as free from being imprisoned or enslaved. I like to think of freedom as the ability to do the things that make you happy or proud, but only until your choices start to infringe on another person's freedoms. Here in the United States, we use the Constitution as the legal guide for protecting freedoms, and part of that is the Bill of Rights. While the Constitution has been amended or changed over time, the Bill of Rights never has been. The Bill of Rights consists of the first 10 amendments to the Constitution and outlines the inherent freedoms that all people in the United States should have, like the free exercise of religion, freedom of speech, the right to bear arms, protection from unreasonable search, or protection from cruel and unusual punishment. While the Bill of Rights has never been amended, there have been many debates over Supreme Court interpretations of specific rulings. So our society may change and think about things differently over time, but the Bill of Rights has stood the test of time and continues to give our basis for outlining freedoms in the United States and to protect against the federal government of abusing its powers.
Hey, I'm Rachel, and I'll be discussing the question, what does it mean to be an American, as well as Walt Whitman's poem, I Hear America Singing. So what does it mean to be an American? As you've probably realized by now, being an American means different things to different people. And the good news is, there's no one way to be an American. People who weren't born in America but live here now are still American. People who are born in America can move somewhere else, and they're still American. It's not so much about a geographical place as it is an identity. You can be as loud or as quiet with an identity as you want, and that still doesn't change the fact that it's a part of you. In Walt Whitman's I Hear America Singing, the people he writes about are loud with their identities, singing through the day and night. All of them have vastly different identities and experiences, but from the mechanic to the young wife, they're all American. Whitman celebrates their uniquely different lives in the line, each singing what belongs to him or her and to no one else. When you ask yourself what it means to be an American to you, you're thinking of all the things that set you apart from others, but also bring you together in a cosmic way. So sing on what belongs to you, you funky little American.
I'm Matthew, and I'll be discussing what individualism means to American society. Individualism is perhaps the most personal micro form of freedom. It allows us to fully customize who we are, from our outward appearance to our beliefs and customs. It allows us to be independent and self-reliant. Its role in American society is what shapes our country based on our choices. We can affect the markets and economy with our tastes and preferences. We can choose our field and profession. Our hobbies are our own. The American product that other countries witness is a result of individualism. We are taught from a young age that we can determine for ourselves who we want to be when we grow up. This concept of self-determination has even affected our foreign and domestic policies. Our government was formed on the concept that individuals matter. Our policies at times reflect that. So much so that it was even an official American foreign policy of self-determination during Woodrow Wilson's administration. The Declaration of Independence is a result of that concept that individualism and self-determination is a right. That if a group of people are repeatedly oppressed, that their opinions are ignored, and that incrementalism is no longer a feasible option, then it is their right to change or abolish that government. The middle portion of the Declaration is a list of examples and grievances towards the king. Multiple times when people were wronged by the government, and essentially this documents a pattern of behavior. Government should derive its power from the people. So when the people are no longer consulted, when the government is abusing their constituents, then the government has lost its legitimacy. is no longer acceptable. This was an open letter to the king and the world. This breakup went viral. Its impact is still felt around the world. There are people out there right now petitioning their governments to listen to them, and some are demanding self-determinations. We, here in the United States, are petitioning our own government right now to listen to us. The relevance of the Declaration of Independence is here at the forefront of American society.